Well, hello internets. Here we are with a little bit of a vlog. Things have been okay for the last little bit here. I haven't been as diligent as I should be vlogging and or making videos as I should be, but been dealing with a lot of things, and sometimes things get forgotten about or set aside, especially if those things don't become pressing or major that have to be dealt with right away. And unfortunately, the way my life has been going and is headed, it's been really hard to continue to make content for YouTube, especially trying to figure out what my new area is going to be, considering what I used to do. But that being said, I had a wonderful piece of paper slipped under my door the other day, and I always dread getting those papers because, well, in the old place I used to live, it was like we've had complaints of people not picking up their dog waste, and you have a dog, so therefore it's your fault. Or why are you parking your truck on the street and not in your stall? Kind of a thing. And using the washing machine at unauthorized hours. Well, if you don't use it in the downtime, then you can't get in the washing machine during the day or the evening, because other people seem to hog it for the whole day. But I'm in a new building, in a semi-new start, if you want to say, and these landlords are night and day compared to the other ones, almost to the point where I don't dread getting a piece of paper underneath the door, except for the invasion of my space and having to stay awake for them to show up to do whatever they're gonna do, or whatever it is, very minor inconveniences. Well, the piece of paper that I had said inspection on my sheet, and my mind automatically goes to, oh God, what did I do wrong now? Because, well, inspection means, my lease is not up. I haven't caused any trouble by far. I haven't complained about nothing at all from day one, even though there was stuff going on. I haven't associated with anybody from my past, or even anybody from the complex here that was into those kind of things. And it's and then I looked in quotation marks or brackets, it says water. Well, water inspection. Now, I know I've been stuck inside for, I want to say, the better part of a year. However, as far as I can tell, the last time I checked, it was still okay to possess more than 30 grams of water without getting into trouble. Because, I had just filled my big jug, so I was kind of panicking. Like, do I dump out my 5-liter or 19-liter jug of water and anything else I have that's a liquid? Just to be safe, because I don't want trouble, because water inspectors, they come around with their pocket protectors and their clipboards, and they'll get you for every little single drop over top of whatever they can get you for. And then, of course, once you're on their list, they're forever monitoring you and tapping your phone lines and monitoring your faxes and digging through your garbage, right? So the big inspection day came, and I waited and waited and waited, and no phone call. Then there came a few knocks in the hallway, and I thought, okay, here it is. Here it comes. And then came the knock on my door, and I wasn't quite sure if I should, like, grab my 19-liter water jug and leap off the balcony, the third floor, and make a run for her. If I should, open the door and face whatever it is. So I opened the door, and the guy said, "Water inspector," so I let him in. And just hoping he doesn't notice my 19-liter water jug there in the corner. And he goes around and he checks the taps, and he checks the tub, and he checks the toilet, and making sure none of them are dripping, and he looks for other stuff, I'm assuming, while he's here, because that's how they catch you. And when he was done, he says, "Yeah, everything's fine here," and makes a little write in his clipboard, and moves on, right? In a complex with 600 and some suites, if you think that 150 of those suites have one leaky or drippy tap, you think how much water that tap will waste in a day, how many liters that water will put out. I forget, I heard a drip could waste as much as 5 gallons of water in an hour, I think, unless I'm wrong. But if you do the math in your head, 5 gallons of water an hour times 24 hours in a day, that's a lot of water times 150 suites minimum, plus whatever. And some tenants will let the drip go until it becomes a run, until it's running, literally running. Some tenants will let the taps drip or run right from the day they move out, never report it to maintenance to get fixed. There have been cases in this complex, or at least the building I live in anyway, where there has been multiple people living in a 2-bedroom apartment. They're bringing garbage bags full of things. I'm assuming they're laundry, because you see them up and down the stairs and stuff. And we have, or some of the suites have in-suite washers and dryers, so they're free washers and dryers to use. And because we don't pay a upfront water bill here, and because of the new pilot project they are trying, we don't pay a power bill upfront here, then people can potentially abuse the system by doing laundry for their brothers, their sisters, their cousins' friends, and whoever's, and letting people stay here and shower here consumes water too. Especially if you're the kind of person that has 20-minute, half-hour showers, a couple of times a day or so, because that adds up real fast. With me, I'm in and out fairly quick. It doesn't take much time for me to have a shower. Back when I was camping there on my 2019 trip, most of the pay showers that I came across were 5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes at the most. And if you got in there and did what you needed to do relatively quick, you could have a minute or two to soak under the hot water at the other end. Sometimes you had to put in a second loonie or a second toonie, depends on where what campground you were in, but mostly it was a 5-minute or 6-minute shower. And you think on a complex this size, the monthly utility bills, they must be in the thousands, for the electrical, for the water, for the gas, because they probably got $10,000 a month in utility bills easily. Because my house alone in the wintertime, my house alone would be about $12, maybe $1,400 a month in the wintertime. The water bill, when it was just me, was very, very, very reasonable. And if you kept the furnace down, then the gas bill would never reach above $300. And then of course the power bill, which is atrocious as it is. They charge you a distribution fee for a power line that's been hanging there already for 40, 50 years. But hey, that's kind of what happens when you live in a monopoly kind of system. So I'm kind of happy that the water inspector came and gone. Nothing was happened here. Didn't have to flush my 19-liter jug of water. Didn't get fined for any over the ounces or anything. As always, no trouble here. Everything was fine. Just kind of my own mind playing the tricks that it likes to play. It is what it is, and around we go. Thanks for joining me on this here vlog, and as always, comment, subscribe, and enjoy.